What is up, guys and girls? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be messing around with the SRT4. I got some things I want to tighten up on here. So I went ahead and threw on the new radiator cap. That's third for you. I went ahead and threw on the new radiator cap just to see what the temps would do. I let the car warm up for about 5 minutes, let the RPMs die down to about 800. And right now the car is running at about 155 degrees, which is a little lower than it normally is with that original cap. This is the original radiator cap. I'm pretty sure that thing has been on this car probably since it came off the assembly line. But right now what I'm gonna do is show you guys exactly what this thing is doing. When I said in the previous video that it breaks up. I'm gonna take third, but here, let's see if it breaks up. So this is gonna be about full throttle. And you see how it starts to sputter. It doesn't sputter until I give it about maybe 75-80% throttle. So the last time I cleaned off my fuel, not my fuel injectors, last time I cleaned off the spark plugs, it seemed to clear that up a good bit. So today we're going to get the new gasket thrown on and the new spark plug tube gaskets. That's crazy to say. And then as well, we're just going to go ahead and clean the plugs off. I may buy new plugs today. If not, I'll do it sometime this week coming, but that should address our issue. If I'm still somehow getting any kind of oil in the spark plugs, I guess my next move would just have to be an oil catch can. So we'll look into that. But yeah, as you can see, it breaks up pretty bad right at around, I think that was about 4,000 RPM. But we're going to get that squared away here in a sec. So I got the valve cover off. I have the bolts that actually want to come out of the valve cover over here lined up, so I know exactly where they go. The two innermost ones are still in. I was just taking a peek at the valve cover itself. I haven't pulled the seals out. Let's see. Probably grab the newer ones to compare them, but I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It has some wear on it, but we'll see once we get the other ones thrown in. But I'm thinking that while I have this thing out, I'm going to go ahead and get this valve cover painted. Just to make the engine bay look a little bit nicer. I'm really kind of in the cleanup phase for this car right now. So we're going to go ahead and get that done today. I'll run over to O'Reilly's, get some engine paint. There is a lot of gunk on the car itself. There's a lot of gunk where it meets with this valve cover, so I'm going to go ahead and get that cleaned up. And if we flip her over, I want to clean all this up before it gets painted. And there's a lot down in here, so I'm just going to go get me a little toothbrush and scrub away at this thing. So we got the spark plugs out, and I was going to try to clean them off and use them again, but in all honesty, man, I think it's just time to get some new ones. These things look pretty burnt out. They've seen better days. So we're just going to go ahead and get some new ones and go from there. And this is the last one. So yeah, we're going to run to O'Reilly's, get some new ones. And then as well, while the camera was on the charger, I went ahead and got this thing cleaned up. And I think it's going to be as good as it's going to get for now, considering I'm using Q-tips and a simple toothbrush. But it looks a lot better. I did go ahead and hit it with a scuffing pad, so that way the paint will take a little bit better. And then I did go ahead and clean off the valve itself, or the valve housing itself. I got rid of all the gunk around the rim, where it meets the car. Right in here, this is hideous, but I think that's gonna be as best as we can get it clean. So we are back from O'Reilly's. We got the valve cover paint, got some primer. Gonna hit it with the black, then hit it with the gloss. Just wanna make sure it looks good the first time around. And then once again, here are the old spark plugs, and then the new one. I saw on the forums that the spark plug should be gapped at about 0.38, but these are already pre-gapped to 0.5, so I think we should be good. I wanted some more NGK iridiums, but they were out, so we'll make that do. And then we're gonna use this newspaper to get the rest of that oil out of these spark plug housings, and then get the new ones thrown in. Okay guys, so I have checked and rechecked all of the bolts that hold the valve cover on. Everything is tightened. There is a pattern in which you should tighten them, just to ensure that everything is going to hold the oil in and there's not going to be any kind of leaks or anything, and don't have to worry about overheating. I'll throw that on the screen. The car's been idling for about 5-6 minutes. The temps aren't going crazy, so that means that thing has been sealed on good. There's no oil leaks. So we're about to take it around the block now. Let's see how these new spark plugs pull. All right, so there you see we got the shift knob all painted up. It doesn't look too bad. I just wanted to do it out of impulse. And then once again with the coolant temps, it's idling actually pretty good right now. So we have that new radiator cap on as well. So let's go ahead and see what these spark plugs are going to be pulling like. So I'm going to end the video here. The camera keeps dying on me, but the car drove great. I could tell already in the low end that the spark plugs made a huge difference. And before I got the camera out, I did some little small pulls, and it's not breaking up at all. So mission accomplished for today. That engine bay looks so much better. But I appreciate you guys watching as always. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to show some love, and I will catch you guys in the next video.